So you're thinking about moving to Layton, Utah? In this video, we're gonna show you all around the beautiful city of Layton. Layton really is truly centrally located to the bigger cities in northern Utah because it does sit right between Ogden and Salt Lake, and it is of course the home of Hill Air Force Base. Layton City has the largest population in Davis County, and the city is well known as one of the top economic development leaders in that region. Layton is well diverse in the housing market. It boasts both old homes and new homes, single family, high density, and everything in between.
Yeah, you've got everything from starter homes all the way up to $1 million luxury homes. We'll take you through some neighborhoods and show you some different price points of different homes so you can see what may fit with your budget. If you stick around until the end, we'll take you over to Layton's east side, which has one of the most popular hiking trails in Utah. And of course, before we go, we have to talk about this park. This is Layton Commons Park, and it is like home of the ducks, truly.
Yeah, look at these, all these ducks are everywhere here. And it's funny, there's this little statue that has this little poem on it. And it's funny because all these ducks are actually hanging out right here by the statue. Behind us, you can see there's a little pond over there, and there's tons of ducks. I mean, there's probably hundreds of ducks behind us. The trail walks all the way through the park. So if you're looking for that sanctuary, you want that walk with hearing wildlife and just calm breeze of the trees, this is definitely a trail that you'll want to come to.
Yeah, and another cool part of this park is that they do a really cool Christmas light display, which we will show you a little bit. But like we said, stick around until the end and we will show you another one of Layton's most famous hiking trails. If this is your first time to this channel and you want to know everything about living in northern Utah and cities like Layton, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in northern Utah.
We are Sloan and Kim Peterson with the Peterson Group. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking for help on making their move to northern Utah, and we absolutely love it. Whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All of our information is in the description below, so we can help you make a smooth move here to northern Utah. All right, guys, so we are here in Grayhawk Park in Layton, Utah today. Layton is in Davis County, like we said earlier. It is the most populated of the cities in Davis County with 83,291 population total. For a suburb, it is actually slightly more dense than a lot of the surrounding suburbs that we've shown you so far. And something that is a little bit different, as well as even though it is not considered a typical city, like Salt Lake and Ogden, it actually has built a nice shopping and restaurant area. Layton calls it Midtown, so they don't really have a downtown like some of the other areas here, but they do have what they call Midtown. It does have a lot of restaurants and shops. Really every chain restaurant that you could think of, you could find, you know, like Outback, Red Robin, just to name some of those that are over there. So one of the other things in Layton that you need to keep in mind is there is quite a bit of traffic, and how they've set up their traffic is kind of annoying. So they have all these roads to where instead of letting you turn left, you have to drive down the road and then flip a U-turn to come all the way back to the area that you were just in. I think most people that live in Layton don't really love that. It's kind of a frustrating thing. It did make traffic a little bit easier in certain areas, but it did kind of add a lot of other traffic in different areas.
Yeah, so like Sloan said, we are here in one of the beautiful Layton Park. In terms of green space, Layton actually doesn't have as many parks as some of the other cities we've shown you because it is so densely populated, but they still do have some really beautiful ones. But in terms of outdoors, like we said, it does have one of the best hiking spots in the state that we'll take you to later. As far as residents go, it's really a hodgepodge mix. You've got young families, people that have lived here for 20 plus years. There's still some big farms in Layton, and also you see a lot of rentals or high turnaround areas because of the military base. So I like to say Layton is really a city within a suburb because it's definitely suburban vibes with some city elements like the midtown that Sloan was talking about. In terms of the school system, a lot of sites rank Layton as having some of the best schools in Utah. With housing, like we said, there's a lot of different types of homes, tri-levels, starter homes, but there's also a lot of townhomes, ramblers, 2-stories. You can pretty much find anything in Layton. And with that being said, we're going to go now and check out some of the homes in the area around the $550 price point, $700,000 price point, and $1.2 million price point, so you can get an idea of what your budget will get you here in Layton. Okay, so we are here at the first house and it is being offered at $555,000. It is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, just under 3,000 square feet, and was built in 2012. This is what is known as the Greyhawk area, and we did just come from the park that we showed you, which is the neighborhood park of the area. The nice thing about these newer neighborhoods is that they still have the updated features of the brick, the stone, the stucco, and the beautiful colors and the open floor plans. But as you can see, the landscaping is fully set, the trees are mature, so it is nice to not have those other things you would if you were to purchase a new build home. A major perk of this neighborhood, and one of the reasons why this area is so popular, is it's just down the street from a major highway, Highway 89. That's literally 5 minutes away from Hill Air Force Base, and it's also about 2 or 3 minutes from Highway 89 and just down the street from I-15. So if you're commuting, this is a great neighborhood to be in. That should give you a good idea of what the $550,000 price point can get you here in Layton.
All right, guys, so we are here in the second area that we wanted to show you in Layton. So this area is on the east bench of Layton. Most of the area is around $700,000 to $800,000. The home behind me is listed at $715,000. It has 7 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. It's just above 4,200 square feet, which is really typical for this area. So this area is not really a starter home area. It is going to be more of bigger houses, really 3,500 square feet or higher. This area is, like I said, on the east bench. It is one of the most coveted areas in Layton. You have the gorgeous mountain views behind you. Really, in any part of this area, you're gonna have those beautiful mountains like you can see behind us here. All right, so one of the things that people really love about Layton, like I said, is that we really are so far east, so we're right up against those mountains. In other big cities like Denver and things like that, you're kind of a lot further away from the mountains. Even though you have the beautiful Rockies in your forefront, right in Layton, they're just right up against you. That's really what I like about Utah in general, is what keeps me here. It's just those beautiful mountains. I always say it in some of our other videos, but it's like living in a postcard being here. A lot of these houses in this area are great multi-generational houses because they do have that excessive square footage. A lot of them do have mother-in-laws in the basement, so you would have room to have an adult kid that was living with you, or just your family as they're aging. A lot of these homes do have main level living as well, which is a plus. So all of your your laundry and all that kind of stuff is going to be on that first level, with having extra accommodations in the basement. All right, again, so you are close to Highway 89. It's actually only 5 minutes probably to our east from here. 89 does run you all the way to probably Farmington, the southern place, and then it goes all the way to Ogden when you start heading north. You are only about 5 minutes away from our major freeway, which is I-15 as well. So you're very centrally located. We are probably only about 20 minutes from Salt Lake City, downtown anyway, maybe about a half an hour from the airport. So like I said, again, Layton is very centrally located, and it is a lot of people really that live in Layton do commute into the Salt Lake area daily. Layton does also have a lot of trails. They do have one of the biggest bike trails as well. It's called the Legacy Parkway. That trail is beautiful. We ride it all the time. So it's about 60 miles round trip. So it's a very awesome trail. It's very flat too. So even if you're just getting started riding, at any age and any skill level could really ride on that trail. And since we are so close to the mountain, like I was talking about earlier, you do have a lot of hiking trails and trailheads that you can go up into the mountains. We are only about a half an hour or so away from skiing, mountain biking, hiking, and anything that you could want to do in this area. So if you love the outdoors, East Layton is a great place to call home. All right, so that should show you what you can get in the East Layton area for around 700,000 to 800,000. We're going to go to the next area around the million plus and show you what it looks like and what it looks like over there.
Okay, so we are here in the last neighborhood that we are going to show you in Layton, the multi-million luxury style homes. Most of the houses in this area range between 6 and 8 bedrooms and have about 3 to 5 bathrooms. This house behind me happens to be a 6-bedroom, 6-bathroom house, and it is being offered at just under 1.3 million. Most of the homes in this area are larger in square footage, so they range between 6,000 square feet all the way up to 10,000 square feet. This one happens to be a little bit over 7,000 square feet. And the great thing about this house is it is, again, a multi-generational home. So it's got a completely full basement built to suit another family, and it has its own walkout. Again, another reason people love this neighborhood and area, it's got great mountain views. And something that you might not realize just by looking at this house is that the backdrop actually slopes downward into a ravine, so you get even the Layton fireworks on July 4th. Again, something else you probably can't tell is most of the homes in this area have beautiful landscaping, and most of the backyard are fully surrounded by trees, meaning it's super duper private, even though you have that view of the, like I said, the fireworks out of almost every backyard in this area. Now, clearly this isn't a starter home neighborhood. It is that kind of, luxurious, high professional area. You're right up against the mountains, which you can probably see in the background. So you've got great views from every single angle, but that's like a lot of Layton. Now, when you're in this neighborhood, you're still really close to your major highways and freeways. So you're still only about 20 minutes from downtown Salt Lake, 20 minutes from downtown Ogden, and about roughly 10 minutes away from Hill Air Force Base. The other thing is this is off the major road that goes straight into Midtown and Restaurant Row. So you're super close to shopping, super close to restaurants. So although it feels like you're in a forest and really tucked far away, you're still close to all the major conveniences that Layton has to offer. So you are again on that high east bench of Layton, which is really close to the hiking trail that we're actually just about to go show you. So this video should give you a really, really clear understanding of what you can get in that million to multi-million dollar price point. Now, let's go check out that hiking trail.
All right, guys, so we are at one of Layton's most popular hiking trails, Adams Canyon.
Yeah, we are just going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek of the trail because it is an all-day hike, but we hope you enjoy.
All right, so Layton, Utah is one of the most coveted areas in Davis County to purchase a home. It has got some of the most beautiful views, awesome schools, great hiking, and lots of popular restaurants and shopping spots.
Hopefully you found that tour of Layton, Utah helpful. If you did, leave us a comment below and let us know if you liked what you saw. If you live in Layton and you have any additional tips, leave a comment below. Again, Layton is a great place to call home in northern Utah. The median home price is around $500,000. Median rent is around $1,417. Median income is $81,000, and 72% of residents own their home in Layton.
If you're looking to purchase, we'd love to help you out. So give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We'll be happy to help you make that smooth move over to Layton, Utah, and cities like that. Until next time, we're keeping it real estate.